And just to share a little bit with the Marvel routine,
Yeah.
what's your schedule like? What's the practice schedule like, or rehearsal schedules like? How much is demanded out of each person's body, just to give a little bit of an idea for all the listeners.
Yeah. So I'll preface that by saying every character has what they call an understudy, which is basically their backup, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the role of the primary performer and character, whether it be Star-Lord or Gamora or Spider-Man or Black Panther, any of these people, they have an understudy that are expected to maintain not only the character and the physical fitness and the choreography, but they're expected to be ready to go in just like any other setting at a moment's notice in the event of an injury. So when we speak about their training regimen, because of the nature of our travel and the size of the setup, it takes about 2.5, 3 days to set everything up. So we're not actually on set or on the scene, as so to speak, 7 days a week. Mm-hmm. Given the amount of travel that we do, because you alluded to that, when we're traveling domestically, we are in a new city every single week. Mm-hmm. And when we started going international, now we're maybe in a new country every week. So the need for them to, by them I mean the athlete and not only the performer, but the crew members as well, to be able to make use of what's available to them is dramatic. For those who travel for work or who have traveled with their team, you are firsthand and very aware, hotel gyms are not all created the same. Yeah. So for them to walk in and see a treadmill and a set of weights that go up to 50 pounds and maybe a stationary bike and that's it, can be a bit disheartening. So they have learned to be creative with not only the equipment available to them, but how they work out as well. At any given moment, you may see people in the parking lot or, finding open gyms or facilities wherever they may be, whether it be dance studios or otherwise, and bartering with them for, hey, how can I get some floor time here or whatever? Because the aerialists that need straps and silks and lyra require those apparatus to work. And that's not something you just hang up on a whim somewhere. The rigging for that has to be pretty precise, right? So as far as schedule, Thursdays are what they call we have opening, right? And we do what's called a tech run. Well, they will rehearse the entirety of the show. Thursdays are opening, so we have a show that night as well. And then Friday traditionally is rehearsal time throughout the day. We can begin as early as 8 or 9 in the morning. They'll rehearse different scenes again. What people that don't see behind the scenes, as we talked about, are aware is almost all of this is choreographed, right? So it's very specific, not only for consistency, but safety. And then that translates to usually 3 shows on Saturday and 3 more on Sunday. Sunday is a big day because they load everything up, pack it out, and then we're on to the next city. If we fly, then it's usually Monday morning. If we're on a bus domestically, then it's Sunday night. And then we start all over again Sunday night or Monday morning, and they all train. So that's a little different.
So is there, for the medical team, do you have a team physician that travels with you guys, or are you the primary head athletic trainer for all medical issues?
Yeah, everything comes through me. This is a different setting because the world headquarters is in Florida, just outside of Tampa, Florida. So our standing orders come through an orthopedic group there. But as you can imagine, they're not able to travel. The physicians don't travel. However, there is a bit of a network that's been established, whether it be myself or other colleagues, that I have people that I can reach out to and ask for help and things like that. And then this has provided me with a really interesting kind of plot twist in that I work a lot with workers' compensation.
Yes.
So that's something entirely different that, you don't necessarily get in school, is how to manage workers' compensation and all the ins and outs that come with that. And we could have a whole nother podcast about that, but we'll skip that. Just understanding that that's something that was not expected for me, and I was given a crash course and learned very, very quickly how to deal with all of that. So, that's, again, unexpected for sure.
Yes, definitely. And is there a strength coach or anything, like when they're on tour? How are they determining what kind of volume, what types of workouts? I know they're professionals, so they have a good grasp on how to train, but still someone has to monitor and kind of oversee the total volume, including the performances.
Yeah, no, that's a really good question because with such a diverse group, it's really impossible to give them like a blanket workout and them all do the same thing, right? So, where, as you alluded to, these are all very highly skilled professionals, right? This is not their first rodeo. So they're very keenly aware of not only what they need to continue to maintain, but if they have deficiencies, dancers are very, very aware of their bodies, and martial artists and performers like this are no exception there either. So every, I guess, subgroup has their own method of training, whether that be sparring and rolling jujitsu, whether it be punching a bag, whether it be doing a CrossFit workout or riding just their motorcycle. What is a common denominator is they are ferocious in their workouts, and it
Yeah.
can be very intimidating. We travel a mobile gym, and I mean, it's pretty spectacular what we're able to pull off on the road. And it's a very rare occurrence that you walk into that area and no one's working out. So for the average person on tour that's part of the crew or staff, or the what they call the felt consumer products that sell the popcorn and things like that, to walk into that is very intimidating to see the guy that plays Drax the Destroyer or Hulk, just going mental in there with their headphones in. You don't even want to touch those guys. Just stay away.
Yes, I think that's a very good point because no matter what their activity or sport is, this is their professional job. So I
Yeah.
mean, taking the preparation, the training and everything to that high level, that's what reflects in their performance. And same thing for other sports, soccer, football, everything. People want to see just the games, but really it's all the things that they do week by week, all the intense training, making sure that everything is practiced, rehearsed, and all of this. That's really what makes the difference. And that's why they're professionals versus collegiate or, amateur level athletes, is because they take it to that next level. And I think
Yeah.
yes, that's a very good similarity.